It has now been 2 weeks since Dallas police officer Amber Geiger shot and killed Botham Jean, an unarmed black man, inside his home near downtown Dallas.
So protests and tributes to the young accountant continue from North Texas to his home country in the Caribbean, St. Lucia. As his family prepares for another funeral there, Botham Jean's mother is still speaking out about his suspicious killing. Damon Fernandez joins us now. He's in the newsroom with more. Damon?
Well, Botham Jean's mother is expected to join family members in St. Lucia tomorrow as they prepare for his final funeral services. But during an interview this morning, ALLISON Jean was again very critical of that officer who killed her son and the Dallas Police Department. A young, faithful, and educated accountant whose big dreams of success were cut short. That's how Botham Jean's family wants the world to remember him. Right now, lawyers are confirming a state funeral is planned for Jean in his home country, St. Lucia, Monday. Meantime, his grieving mother, Allison, is back in front of media.
Justice for me looks like, number one, that Amber receives a murder charge because she murdered my son.
ALLISON Jean appearing with family attorney Lee Merritt on BuzzFeed News AM to DM Thursday. They're blasting Amber Geiger, the officer who's claiming she thought she was entering her own apartment when she shot Jean.
But even under her version of events, the use of force was unjustified.
The victim's mother believes Geiger's been receiving preferential treatment since investigators stepped in.
The question I keep asking is, what if she was not a police officer? I just want us to put that aside and just say that one of the other neighbors made all these mistakes that led to a murder. I want her to be treated just like that person.
Mrs. Jean is also critical of search warrants that came to light during her son's memorial in Dallas last week. It revealed a small amount of marijuana was found in her son's home. She's also calling to question details being leaked by anonymous law enforcement sources.
I have to accuse the police department of smearing my son's name because to come up with marijuana being in his apartment, it appears that Amber Geiger was the one who was out of her mind for her to have made so many mistakes.
It took 3 days before Geiger was booked on manslaughter charges and bonded out the same day.
No justice, no peace!
Over the past 2 weeks, there have been more than a half-dozen rallies and protests in North Texas demanding justice for Botham. Those demonstrations and the 9 people arrested during protests in Arlington are getting the attention of Botham's family.
And I'm really appreciative of their efforts. I'm really grateful to the 9 in Dallas who had to stay in jail. Imagine they stayed in jail longer than Amber. And I'm sorry that they had to go through it, but I'm really looking forward to heightened protest action to really cause the sensitivity that is required of the officials in Dallas to do what is necessary to see that justice is served for my son.
Damon Fernandez, Channel 8 News.